So what needs to be done means we follow DIKIW model. The basic level, at the base, we have data. In itself, it is unorganized form or organized form, but it may not convey any particular meaning. If I say 4, 4 doesn't indicate anything. Unless I say 4 kilometers, apples, anything. So that needs to be. From the data, when we add certain value, it becomes information. And from information, on the basis of that, we try to make certain, and this knowledge helps us in creating certain insights. These insights, they lead us to have certain wisdom. This wisdom comes on the top level. On the ground level, the basic level comes the data. We have huge data with us. Every day we see around things. So the base is made of data. On the top of this data resides certain information. When you add certain value to that, and then this information helps us to generate knowledge. So we construct knowledge, and when we construct knowledge, wisdom. This is important now here. So simple, when you have certain raw facts in any unorganized form, it is called as raw data. And when you add certain value to that in terms of who, what, when, where that data is now becomes a measurable data. So we are able to analyze it, we are able to visualize it. When I say that India population is this much, so now then you will be able to visualize it in some way. Then it becomes, then comes the third thing is the knowledge. In knowledge, we create those, the application part of that information becomes, and then how to apply it in a particular situation. What will be the best solution of something? Why do we do anything? It becomes the wisdom in a particular given situation, because one formula may not work all the conditions. So what works best in what place at that time, it becomes very important there. Say, this is a good example by one of our friends from Phonopeia. Data is not the same as knowledge. So you know that this is a red and a round object. This is data. But when you know that this object is a tomato, it becomes information. And when you know that tomato is a fruit, there is a controversy also that whether tomato is a fruit or a vegetable. That debate also goes on. So that becomes knowledge. And the wisdom tells you that do not ever put tomato in a fruit salad. So now you can make the linkage between these things, that what is data, what is information, what is knowledge, and what is wisdom from there. Now, since we are dealing with data, and when it is not manual dealing, when it is such an automated system, two things are necessary with us, the hardware part and the software part. Now, Professor Binu Thomas is from computer science field, and I hope that many of you also there, you may be knowing. The interesting things are happening around us now. And the emergence of GPT-3, I hope someone knows about what is GPT-3. You can make a Google search on it. It is very interesting, a fantastic language, which has been released by the OpenAI, which is a company owned by Mr. Elon Musk. There, this programming language is supposed to be very, very powerful. It has millions of parameters into it. And what does it do? If you tell it to create a mobile app for you, it will create a mobile app for you. You don't need to write the code. So the software is writing the code now. There are other figures. You can make a Google search to read on it. This person is very interesting thing he has done. His name is Philip Parker. He is professor of marketing in United States, and he has written, means it is believed that over 1,100,000 books of him are available on Amazon. He has patented an algorithm on which he tells the topic to the software, and the algorithm within 20 minutes can produce a book of around 300 pages. And it is not just hypothetical. The books are available. He's patented those. So the software means the things they have gotten, AlphaGo, you may be knowing about how we can have adaptive learning strategies included into it. So the applications of artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning, those things, they are taking over many of the processes with us. And second comes the power of hardware. These were the bulky machines occupying whole rooms till 50 years ago. And now the power, it is getting smaller. This is the figure of 1962 where they are showing you the ENIAC board. Nowadays you have in your mobile phone the whole computing power. And then these computers came in 1980s, and here it is quantum computer. The quantum computer developed by Google, which says that if the supercomputer, the supercomputers are considered to be the fastest machine as on now on Earth, which are very fast machines. But a problem which the supercomputer will take 10,000 years to solve that, this quantum computer will take only 200 seconds. You can see this, a thing to be done within 10,000 years. This machine can do it within 200 seconds. Although IBM was not happy with that, and they also said that no, we have also our computers. You're working on quantum technology, and they can process it within 2.5 days, 2.5 days. But still, you can see that there is still a very big difference between 200 seconds, which is around 3 minutes, to 2.5 days. Still, that is a big thing. Now, these quantum computers, they work on a different parameter. The normal computers which we use, they work on 1 and 0 state. But here it is the spin state. It can be 1, it can be 0. It is something that on the basis of the rules, the principles of quantum mechanics. There, things. Development by NEC from Japan. It is believed to be the smallest artificial intelligence supercomputer. They have developed it, which has around, you can see, 384 gigabyte of memory capacity. Normally we work on 8 GB RAM or 16 GB RAM or something like that. Here this has 384 GB RAM, and its performance is 157 teraflops. So what is a teraflop? You can read it into the side box. That this is a measurement of the computer power. And our normal computers, they run on a very low, but here it is 152, such a small. So you can see the power is going. And what is a flop? It is the floating point operation per second. In 1 second, what is the power of computer to solve these things? These things, they are making our life very easy to process data. Why? The applications of the computing has is being powered with certain developments with us. So you have the new kind of algorithms are there, and how to process that data using that. This is an interesting figure on internet. You can make a Google search on what happens on internet in 60 seconds. It tells you that how the data is flowing over internet within 60 seconds in 1 minute. These things, they happen around the world over total all global traffic on the internet. Now you can understand the quantum of things which are being handled by these infotech companies. From there, this data becomes so huge that there are certain properties of it which we need to be aware of. Basically, there are these properties, the six we call them as. Number one is the volume. What is the volume of data? You know, sometimes when you use your mobile phone, it says that, okay, memory is full, you need to delete your older files. How much? Maybe the 32 GB data, 64 GB data and something. So the amount, then the variety of data, what kind of data you have, whether it is structured, unstructured or semi-structured. At what speed in the data? In the current age, this speed is super high. Every time something is happening, and all that is generating the data. Debated topic, heated, the arrest of Arnab Goswami in Mumbai, and then in America, their elections. So much of the media talk is there. And whatever happens on the cyberspace gets converted into data. Now you can imagine that every second, and even you also, when you are watching it, and Jyotish is recording this session, that's also being converted into data. Anything. Then to what degree this data can be trusted, can be considered as the true data is known as its veracity. Then what values and what variability it brings to the business is become there. So these things, when we deal with them, we should be knowing about our volume. The variety means whether it is structured, unstructured or what, at what speed it is being generated, and its value, whether we know about it there. And this field is gaining very much high significance. This is a chart by World Economic Forum. They have projected that in future, the most demanding would be these 10 jobs, which you can see there. And on the top is data scientists. Those people who can manage data, who can handle data, they will be in the highest demand. And even now also, you see the insurance companies and other companies also, they are hiring people who are data scientists because of business. In the business parlance, it is called as business intelligence or big ticks or something. Those who can handle the big numbers and like IRCTC, the Indian Railways. It is believed to be sitting on heap of volumes of data. Nowadays, due to lockdown, the trains are not running to that extent. But when every day millions of tickets are being booked, and the system captures all of your data because it has your date of birth, your name, your family name, whatever the data it gives, and then which seat you select, which food you eat, etc. Now you can imagine the quantum of data which is generated. But people want to analyze that data. For that, there are certain specifications. And there are some of being developed. These are the new things. Fuel cell vehicles. You may be knowing that Elon Musk, the Tesla car, which is the electric car, there you need the batteries for that, and he is claiming that very soon they will be able to make such high power, high capacity batteries. Even you can fly an aeroplane on those batteries. And in the automobiles, the testing is already there. So next generation robotics, recyclable plastic, additive manufacturing, the sense and guided drones, flying robots, etc. These things, they are the things. You can imagine that how much information and the data, these things they need to process from there. And then here comes the Moore's law for data propulsion, which says that how exponentially, if you remember in the older times, maybe I know that the younger generation may not have seen it, but those who are in the field of science for little some time now, previously we used to have the magnetic tapes for to store our data, but that was sequential in nature. You can remember the audio tapes of songs you used to listen to in your tape recorder. If it has 10 songs into it and you want to hear to the 8th song, you have to pass the first 7 songs. That is called as the sequential access in a sequence. But then came the random access memory. So the big bulky tapes, they were removed, and we had floppy disks. So 1.44 MB means 1 MB floppy disk was a big thing some 20 years ago. Nowadays, you have your gigabyte files being stored in your pen drive. You can see how compact the things they have gone. And these Moore's laws, they are very important, very interesting. One of the Moore's law says that if anything can go wrong, it will go wrong. That is very, very, and I have found that law is correct. If anything can go wrong, it will go wrong. Another law. And then he gave this very famous law of that the number of transistors, they will be doubled every 2 years. And now this has just, quantum. And particularly in the new age computers which are coming on your laptop, you may be saying that you have a Core i5, Core i3, Core i7, Core i10. That is the microprocessors on how many transistors they can be put on the microprocessor to increase the power of that. So that way, these things. Why these are needed? Because they help us in processing the data, to help us in the analytics. From information up to the wisdom, how do we proceed? There are certain characteristics of that. That there are hindsight, what happened in the past, to the foresight, what will happen in the future. We have to deal with in education or in any other field with whether if something happened, then this is descriptive analysis. Something happened and then we say, oh, what happened? Like that. Why did it happen? It is diagnostic analytics. Then comes to the foresight, to the future, predictive analysis and prescriptive analysis. Predictive analysis means predicting for the future. On the basis of the numbers, we predict. And all these models, even simple Microsoft Excel, allows you to have that predictive analysis, that on the basis of the graph, then you can make certain projections. What will happen? To make it in such a way to understand how it can happen in a proper way is the prescriptive analysis, and that it goes into it. So how it has affected our system, our education system. I hope you must have seen your university administration offices, particularly the admissions branch, where you fill up your admission form and they tie it into the bundles and just dump somewhere once the admission is over. At that time, and this is not a long, still in many institutions where things are manual. And if you have to go to the registry office, go to a government department for your driving license, for any paper, you try to visit and you must see their rooms of their just bundles of paper and it becomes headache. If you want that, you want some paper of your date of birth and you were born some 40 years ago, you can now imagine the impossibility. The computerization, it has helped us in managing the things in a proper way. See, on one side, you educational statistics at a glance. So you have to read the numbers. You know, in 2011, we have the 642 universities, then this, then this, then this. And, you know, you keep on reading these figures and in your mind, if we present this information in such a way, immediately we can see that what is the trend, whether it is going up or coming down or something makes a big difference. So this is how the data is processed. This brings us to the field of learning analytics, where we try to capture the data in the form of it a intelligent learning data, where we try to find the social connections, the learning behavior of the learners. That is the learning analytics when it is applied to educational field. It has various formatives. Those of you who are from sciences may be knowing it better. We call them as information systems. So in the information systems on the lower level, we have the, say, like the transaction processing systems. Say like you go to your ATM bank, that is an example of transaction processing system. Above that comes MIS, management information, and the top it is decision systems. So DSS, we call them as the decision making agencies from there. So in that way it works. The academic and how they those things. Next is the learning analytics. We try to understand the behavior of the person. From there, we try to make certain predictive analysis. What will happen if in this institution so many students are getting admission and this is the trend? What will be the in the future from there? That allows us to have certain sort of action analytics. That if something may go wrong, what needs to be done, and then to make as a DSS, the decision software systems from there. How do we measure student learning in that case? There are various traditional methods, the paper and pen method or psychometric test or something. But now we have the data and we have the tools to measure the teaching learning. The most popular ones are the dashboards. Even if you go to the website of WHO, World Health Organization, their dashboard is very beautiful. Means and it is in real time. Similarly, you see the dashboard of stock markets. You go to airport and you see their dashboard, all the status of the flights. It is in real time. It keeps on changing. You have your mobile app for railways. It tells you in real time which rail is where. You just need to put the train number into it and it can show you all these things. These things, they have made our interpretation, processing of data very easy. So we have new ways of having analyzed the student performance and student activity. Because how it is done? It is done through certain sort of data repositories. And the data repository means information which has been captured from the students' admission forms, students' assignments, students' examination papers, from there. All on that data repository, then we process certain analytic categories. The academic analytics, which is mostly for administration, and the learning analytics, which is basically for the faculty members to understand that how the learners, they are faring in their course. Now, how to use them? There are various learning tools which we can use. Like Python, it is one of the Just 2 weeks ago, we had a session. If it was a free session, Dr. Doing under the guidance of Professor M.M. Pant. Every month we have certain free sessions for anyone is welcome to join us. There is no fee for that. So we had a session, very interesting session on Python, and many students joined. They wanted to know if they learn Python, what will be the future, how it will help them, and like that. So you need to have certain knowledge of this. R is language, Weka, we have Mongo database, Tableau is there, SQL structured query language, these things they allow, and even simple Microsoft Excel. How to use Microsoft Excel in a way, you can do a lot of things, wonderful things. It is very powerful tool for there. Then you have certain free things with you. I don't know if you have tried it or not. This is one of the good tools available to you as the Google Analytics. You can add it to your web page, you can add it to your business, and it gives a lot of analytics to process. And Google has many products which uses machine learning. You can see all these things, all including your Google Drive, including your Chrome browser or Google Documents or Gmail, those many things. Yes, the machine learning in the background it runs, including Google Maps or YouTube. Because of the analytics, it can generate for you. And I don't know if you have tried any time or not. Just after this session, you go and just type in your browser, Google Data Studio. The kind of data it can give you about your things, wonderful. It's analytics, it's dashboard, it's visualizations. They give you many things on how those can be used there. And you can very well integrate it in with your applications. The APIs and you integrate. API stands for application package interface. To connect applications, you need certain sort of, if you want to join, say, to iron pieces, you need certain welding source to that. It is something API acts like that to glue them together, to stitch them together for there. So Google Data Studio helps you to visualize your data, and it is a free tool. You can create charts, interactive charts, and add those things to it, and you can access it. This is my page for my account, and it gives me a lot of things. There are certain templates which are pre-built into it. I can select from there, or I can start with blank report and can tell the software what I want to analyze for my own thing. And it can tell you about the traffic, how much people are coming, going on your website, how long they are stayed. There is an interesting thing nowadays going on, if you must have noted, about the famous Republic television thingy into it, that about the TRP, that everybody says that our channel is the best in India, this, that. Aaj Tak will say we are number one, Republic Bharat will say we are number one. How that is measured. Throughout the nation, they have 44,000 an instrument which is attached to the set-top box. Now, they try to measure that how many people are watching a particular channel and for how long. And on the basis of that TRP is calculated. That shows the engagement level. Now, here, the if suppose 10,000 people, they watched a particular channel for 10 seconds, it is multiplied by that, and that we get the figure. But to calculate the TRP, it is not the number of people they are watching it. It is how long you are watching a particular channel. And that's what happened in case of Mumbai, where they found that the Republic Bharat channel, and they have their own English channel also, one family was caught that This channel was in English, but the family didn't know English. They can't speak English. So the police asked them that, what are you doing it? You don't understand English. You can't understand English. You don't speak English, but you are watching 24 hours this channel. That device captures it, and that it shows that the TRP is increased. Now, what is the significance of TRP? TRP brings the business. You know, all these advertisements, all these film heroes and heroines, they are selling you hair oil, toothbrush, toothpaste, everything. This brings revenue to the television channels. That's why everybody tries to say that, okay, we are the best. All the newspapers will say we are the #1 newspaper of India, because they want you to keep engaged into it. So these things, they tell you about loyalty, how many customers you are able to hold for what duration, something like that. It goes with them. And these tools, they are freely available also. This is my YouTube channel. It shows you a certain data, and it gives me a monthly report on a particular duration, that how many people they visited, how many new subscribers I have got, how many views are there, how much time my videos they have been watched, and something, you know. And it gives me the data that since April 2013, when I created my this account there, so, and up to the September 2020, the statistics. From here, you can find, if you have your institutional YouTube channel, through this analytics, you can find how the students, they are interacting with your platform. And this data is generated by the social media is very useful, because many of the educational, they are done using social media. So YouTube, every minute, 300 hours of videos are getting uploaded. 5 billion videos are watched like that. In Facebook, millions of billions are there. Every time so much of the transaction goes on. Now you can see the volume of data this generates. And believe you me, anything, anytime, whenever you make any click on the on the social media, even single click, single like, single post, and sometimes if you think that you are unhappy with Modi government and you said something nasty, but after half an hour you thought that no, someone is going and to come to you and beat you up, and let me delete that post, let me delete that photograph. For you it is deleted, for the platform it is not deleted. No company ever deletes anything. Everything is stored. Once it goes on the web, it is stored somewhere, because they want to process that, they want to understand that, those things. So be very careful when you handle the social media. The best strategy is not to post anything which you think may backfire in future. Instagram, millions of people every second, huge volume of images, etc. they are shared. So on Skype, on your emails, on your Tinder, on your messaging chat, so much of the things, they are being exchanged every second. Now you can see the potential of these things, and this is how the data is being generated. Once upon a time in 90s, early 90s, the around 100 GB data was being generated per day. And now you can see the 50 terabyte, means 1000 GB is 1 terabyte. So it is terabyte, petabyte, zettabyte, and those things, they happen. So much of this is generated, and that is 2 years old data per second. Once upon it was per day at that time, now it is per second. This much data is being generated from there. Now, how to analyze it? There are these certain free applications which you can try. One is Clicky, CLICKY, Clicky. It gives you real-time web analytics. And you can create your free account and add it, link it with your website. It will give you real-time web analytics for your thing. Another is Gaio. This also creates you a good dashboard for your data, and it gives you good analytics for your purpose. There are certain powerful tools. If you want to stay in this field, better work on Hadoop technologies. They have wonderful, their package is very powerful, and they deal with all kind of areas, including machine learning up to JSON or data collection or processing on those things, how these things they help them to work. Dr. Binu, when he was introducing me, he was telling about Moodle. Moodle is one of the best open source learning management systems, which most of the educational institutions, they use. And XAPI, its former name is Tin Can API. It is one of the most popular technology for learning analytics in education. XAPI means Experience API. So, and what is happen, and you can include it in articulate storyline in your learning management systems anywhere, and use anything to your PDF, to your PPT, to your web, anything. What happens? The only three things. It needs certain actor, one space where that statement will be stored. That is called as LRS, the learning record store, and that's all. You need it. So what it tells you? It tells you that if you have created PPT and you put it on your website, now the student, when they interact with that, it can tell you that what kind of interaction, the behavioral analytics for these things, they are very good. So if you are working in education sector, if you are working with educational analytics, my suggestion is to you learn, and it is very easy. It's not difficult at all. Try XAPI for you for that, and it is free. You can, and there are so many tutorials available around you to learn XAPI. You simply need one LR, and there are certain open source tools also, which you can act as. It is a learning records store. The software will generate certain statement. That statement needs to be stored somewhere. Was by the student, and the student was attentive and something like that. Then you analyze those things. There is another free platform. It is by IMS Global as Caliper Analytics. And this also has a good integration with the learning management systems, Caliper. Try it, and you can see that the University of California, Berkeley, it used Canvas data to build a gold medal online advising tool by using this application. So that way it is quite good, and it creates lot of profiles for your data. You can have annotations profile, how many students they annotated. Like in Moodle, you may be knowing that you can, when you ask your students to upload the assignments, it allows you to for annotation, assessment profile, assign, forum, grading, media, reading, basic profile, feedback profile, all these things, it helps you to create these profiles. Now you can see the kind of things about our students it can generate for us. Let me show you something. This is a MOOC which we created. Dr. Pargat Singh Archa, he is the principal of a B.Ed college in Punjab. And we created this as a project of UNESCO chair on OER. It was a 4 weeks course. And we based this massive open online course. I hope that someone of you must have means enrolled into our course. Also those who are we based it on MOOCit platform, which is by IIT, the platform. It gave us wonderful analytics about our course. Means we were regularly seeing it that this is the registration analytics. Till the announcement was made in April and the program began in May, how much students registrations were happening, when it was the peak, when it was low, when the registrations were stopped, almost like that. It gives you that data. So you know who is coming in, who is going out from there. Then the the administrative data about it. How many were active, how many were in the last, how many forum posts were made. You can see now 38,000 comments were posted in our course. 38,000 means in a way it is 39 there, and forum posts. So you can see that how much, and out of around 4,800 registered students, there were more than 3,000 were active students. Active means who actively participated in everything, in discussion forums, in assignment submission, etc. It gives us their bio profile, the age factor. So the software does this there. Then their engagement level, day wise we can see how the students, they have visited, they have participated in a discussion on a particular day, say like on 3rd May. The lecture which we posted was visited by 170 students at a particular time, and then 22 of them participated in discussion. So you can see the peak when it is going up and down and something like that, out of those 4,800 students. And not only that, it gives you about topic wise also, all the topics which you have created, all the modules which you have included into it, what was downloaded, where the people they clicked on it, how many pages were viewed. These things, they give you a good insight into it, that if some page is very popular, if some content is not that popular, what happens where in that. And then it tells you about what is the unique and what is a repeat visit of the students. Whether some students, they are going back to a particular module again and again, or they just accessed it once and then moved on, something like that. So repeat and distinction means unique. And then on daily, it gives you the data as a word cloud also on a particular day on 13th of May. Discussion forums. These words, they were being talked. So you see, you can see some people are saying nice, some people are saying thank you, some people are saying cooperative, some are saying explained, quiz, etc., etc. All these things, they are happening. So we can know that what was being talked on a particular day, and from there you can make certain inferences from there. And not only that, it gives you the traffic data. The uptime 67 days, disk space 48 GB, 2 CPUs were involved, 4 GB memory was involved for this course there, and the load per average, logged in users, student watching the video, so overall load average. Why this is needed? Because if Marian College is running massive open online courses, they need to take care of their servers, that how much data, how much traffic that server can handle. These analytics, they are useful to you in that sense. Then, since we are talking about Moodle, there are certain good plugins which you can install in your Moodle. This is like Smart Class. It gives you good results about the courses, about the collaborative, about how the students, they are interacting with it. There are certain another tools which help you to integrate and get the data from your social media account. YouTube Analytics and Facebook Analytics. Hello. It looks like some small kid is attending my session. That's wonderful. This kid is going to be a very big scientist because the kid is interested in learning about analytics. Cheers to you. Thank you very much. I don't know your name, but if you can tell your name to Dr. Binu Thomas, he will give you a good prize for attending this session. We are talking about Facebook Analytics. And this is freely available to you on your Facebook account. That's why I know many teachers, they have their courses on Facebook. Why? Because it tells you all these things. Through the analytics, whatever you are seeing on the screen now, it tells you page likes, page reach, story reach, recommendations, engagement, combined total responsiveness, faster, these things. What these help you in understanding that how you can use these things for your educational courses. It gives you good analytics, good visualizations in that way, and it is generated automatically. This is about my page, my Facebook page. I just took the screenshot from there. It generates a lot of data for you that on a particular issue, how many users they were interacting, what they are doing, those things. And then you can see that from which country, the visitors, their genders, because it captures only that. And that's why now you understand that why that GDPR came into existence, the General Data Protection Rules, because all these companies, they capture your data, and from there they try to analyze that who you are. And when they understand who you are, they can make that product and sell it to you. Even if you don't want another television, they will keep telling you that no, one television is not enough in your house. You should purchase another television, or you should throw out your old television and bring this new television. It is this, that, etc., etc. Due to these things, they understand you. That's why when you share your information on online mediums, it gives you your activity users by hour. When 8 a.m. people were most active, by 4 p.m. diluted. Again in the evening, more reactions to your pages. Instagram engagement metrics, it gives you where are the people they are most engaging in. Are they purchasing something? Are they downloading something? Are they making some comments? Are they sharing something? Those things. These data they give you about this user activity, that in that sense. So here it is very simple. You can click on the overview tab when you are in your Facebook page, and from there you can click on export data. This is that export data which tells you, which the Facebook, and it is not since beginning. Only after that they got scolded by the European Union and other courts around the world. They allowed it that you can download your data, so that you can find that what Facebook knows about you, those things. Now there are certain websites which you can use certain to generate that analytics for you. One is sociograph.io. This is the landing page on there, and it gives you beautiful insights, the analytics about how your page is being accessed by others. Then quintly.com is there, again for social media analytics. Then Agorapulse, Peak Feed. This is also a simple one. It generates so many of the dashboard things for you. And sociamonials. You know, we call them as millennials or those, something like sociamonials there, about the people, how they are interacting with anything. And then social pilot. These are some of the applications which you can use. Then work Grytics. Your community report is ready. It generates reports for you, and then it creates. Then you have this buffer.com, which tells about the performance of your content, how your product is faring on the internet. It generates the analytics for that. So this is, and then the YouTube Studio. This is free. You have your YouTube account. You can have the, by going to your channel on your page, click on analytics. Like this is my channel analytics, and it shows me that in the how the channel has fared for a particular time, and in real time it generates the data. This is the dashboard. It will create the things for you. You can go there and you can have the summary, what was up, what was down, how much videos they were viewed, and then the top video which was viewed by anyone, how many views, how many generates, how many comments people have. So you have overview, you have reach, you have engagement, audience, who your people are, from which country, and YouTube can be accessed via various sources like WhatsApp. You receive a link of a YouTube video when you are in your WhatsApp and you clicking, so the traffic goes from there, or through Google search, or like Malaysia, 5.1% people, they must have watched my video from Malaysia, or going through YouTube directly, going through Facebook, and like that. You know now that where you need to give more promotion. If you think that more traffic is coming from WhatsApp, it means you are in main group and you have created one video, put the link there. Many people, immediately the traffic will go there. So where to go, where don't need to go, these things, it goes there. Now, let us try a certain practical application, and it works very live, very good for you. WhatsApp is one of the common communication channel with us. This is the application which will give you a your analysis of your chats. How to use it? You have your group. You created certain group. Say, for example, for this international conference, if there is a group, and the certain messages are going on there. This is super simple to use it. This is the website chatvisualizer.com there. How it works. So what you do, and you can try it right now, that you go to that particular group for which you want to have the analytics generated. And then if your Android phone is there, click on those three dots in the upper right corner and export that chat. And when you export it, don't include the media because it won't process your videos, your images, and all those good morning and happy Pongal and those photographs. No, only the text. And then that text messages, you email those to this email ID, robot@chatvisualizer.com. And that's all. Simple. This much you need to do. I repeat it again. Open your WhatsApp, and it can be a chat message of a group or of your friend, anyone. If you have something, export that chat. Export only the text. No media. No media means no video, no images, whatever it may have. Only the text. And then once it is selected, either you can download it in your computer and you can email it using your computer also. Otherwise, directly from the mobile phone, it can email there. You just email it to them. What happens after that? You will receive an email because you are logged into your account. Like I just sent it, and this I will receive this message. Good news, your chat. Like this is a group, let's learn together. It has been computed and can be visualized. You need to click on this link and it will ask you the verification code, means the email address that has been sent, so that it doesn't go to a wrong person. It will, you know that from which it has gone. And after that, it gives you this information. That group has been in existence for 28 days. There are total 575 messages, 37,275 words total, and total letters. Then the most active day was 3rd September. On the average, 64 words per message, 322 letters, and on a particular average, 21 messages in one day were being exchanged in this particular group. And then it shows you the content. It acts you because you don't you have not added it, but it can tell. There were 43 pictures into it. There were 257 emojis. There were 86 links into it. These many users, and who is the top? Because Professor M.M. Pant was the main teacher who was exchanging those messages. So it will show you that who is the most contributor to that. average messages per user, this kind of analytics. And then it gives you the graph also. It creates the graph that they about with the persons. If you have their name saved, then it will show you the name. Otherwise, the mobile numbers will come, and then from there, these things they allow you, and then it creates you how many emojis they were used, who used what. So like 15% people said thumbs up, 42 people said namaste, like that. Those things they appear. And the namaste one was the most common emoji in this particular group, these things. It tells you about, it creates a word cloud also for a particular day on top topics, how many things. These are the generated by the software, those things. Additional analytics, and I think I have, oh, I went a little more on that time. So friends, Dr. Binnu, back to you. If there are any questions, we can take them. So do try Chat Visualizer, do try those applications which I showed to you, and you can get wonderful analytics for your educational course. Hi, Dr. Siju, nice to see you. Yes, wonderful. No, we cannot hear, your microphone is off. Morning, Father Jose.
Yeah. Yeah. Good morning, sir. And I was quite surprised, when I just thought of what you said in 1 hour, I was amazed. So you took only 1 hour and so many things were covered, that too in a very normal, at a very normal pace. And you started with ENIAC, the oldest computer, and, and you have what you call took us from that age to the 21st, probably 2022. Amazing, sir. Yeah.
Thank you. It's always nice to speak with you. And your room is very beautiful. I can see those beautiful images.
Yes. Well, I couldn't join at 10. I know what do you call before the program started. I had a class. Okay. Oh, yeah, yes. I could join only at 10.
Oh, and Dr. Thank you so much that you are with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Dr. Binnu.
Yes, sir. So if participants have some queries, we can wait for a few minutes.
Yes. Maybe someone can take the lead and can type that chatvisualizer.com URL into the chat so that others can click. Otherwise, you can go to Google and type it. And this application works very much better. And similarly, there are other tools for learning management system. And if you are using Google Classroom, the Google Analytics can help you. If you are using Moodle, those in Moodle, one more thing is there. I at that time I could not. DICATION dedication block. This is also very good. Okay. It tells you a good analytics about how the people they are interacting with the content, how much time it will take there. So that is dedication. And then simple log reports of Moodle. It also gives you how much time a particular student or a teacher has stayed. So you cannot say that, oh no sir, I submitted my assignment and it got lost. No. Software will catch you. It can tell you whether you logged in or not. It can tell you how long you stayed on a particular page. So this analytics is very dangerous.
Sir, how is that Moodle Analytics plugin? One separate plugin is there, no? Moodle Analytics plugin.
Yes.
So how effective it is, we have not tried so far.
They are very effective, but we need to see that when the plugins are developed, they are developed for the version of Moodle which is available at that time.
Okay.
So if you have Moodle 3.10 now, they have the latest release is 3.10. And if the version is not matching of the plugin, then it may not work properly. So we need to match the plugin for which version of Moodle it is available. If it is there, then it generates. When I was in Malaysia, We had our a Moodle instance there, and we had generated a lot of reports every day for our courses, because there were more than 200 courses, and the course coordinators, we used to guide them that here is how your course is being interacted by the students. So those things are very good, and we can improve our courses on the basis of that feedback. That is very much important for us to know.
Then another common question we hear from different sources, like when we go for the social media analytics and all, is there any source for getting real-time data from these social media websites?
Yeah, all these social media websites, they are real-time data. You go to YouTube dashboard analytics, it will show you the real time at that time, by that particular time. It is not like that it will
It's
generate
only for our account, no?
Yes, only for your account or to the account to which you have the access. And simple, you need to have the login. So if you suppose the Marian College YouTube channel is there, so the things are happening. Whoever has the access to that, they can see, they can access those reports. And
So,
that's why these PR companies, why they force these things? Because they try to generate a lot of data. They want to prove that much is thing happening, so you should come to us. Because through the click technology, why these Facebook and even our web browsers, they show us advertisements. Okay, they will show now Diwali is coming, and you will find many products being displayed. If you click on any image, any link, that company, we don't pay anything, but that company whose product is displayed, they will give money to Google or to Facebook or to YouTube. This is called as revenue generation through click technology. So that's why they prompt us. Now Facebook has become so intelligent, so chalak, that they will put the advertisements in such a way on our page, it becomes difficult sometimes to see whether it is an advertisement or a real news
or a post
or a post. So you, as soon as you click on it, both are laughing. Mark Zuckerberg in his office and the Bata shoe company, they are happy. They are shaking hands. Oh, we generate 100 rupees just now because Dr. Binu clicked on my shoe. So that is the way. And incidentally, in education, we are not aware of these things. Otherwise, these are the tools allow us to do the same kind of thing. Why these businesses, they are so powerful? Because they are exploiting those features of the software. The software is same for everyone. The only thing, to what potential, there is nothing special phones. But why they are so expensive? Because they have so many features. But you ask any person who is the owner of an iPhone, how many features are you using? Then not more than 20% people use them. Rest, they stay unused applications into it. But it is something like our brain. The scientists, they have proved that perhaps we use only, I don't know, less than 1% of our brain power or something. And you must have seen that movie, Lucy, Lucy, that Hollywood movie, in which it was presumed that the main character, when she accidentally eats some compound, her brain power starts increasing. So 10%, 20%, 40% of the brain power. And when it is 100% happening in universe, she can go anywhere like that because of our brain power. So it is something like of these apps. We try to use of those things. It's something God has given us so many things, we are not using it.
Immense opportunities.
Yes. So maybe you can take the mic back now. Our colleagues, they are happy. I don't see any question into the chat box. It's all okay. Yes.
Okay, sir, I think we can conclude now. Now I invite Father Jose Paleli, Principal of Don Bosco College, Golaghat, to deliver the vote of thanks. Father, please.
Very good morning to all of you. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. I am Father Jose Paleli, listening to our dear Dr. Sharma from New Delhi. I am at Golaghat in Assam with all our college staff and students joining for this wonderful, mind-blowing session. Really, you took us, as the previous person said, from the centuries old traditional patterns without realizing to wonderful modernity, and into the coming years ahead. You led us so beautifully, so nicely, transforming our thinking pattern. Very many times as we are presenting the session, changing from one to the other, I said, oh, I have been there. Oh, I have been there. Oh, I did not know that. Oh, I did not know this. This kind of the very same thing happened to all the participants. We have been there and here and some in tidbits, but not in an organized way. With your wonderful genius person that you are, you made us, you handheld us walking so beautifully to these things and linking them so well. And last shot you gave us that you can be like corporates using the very same technology to make education, and through analytics, you can make the very same thing happen in our institutions using our Moodle platform, using our social network, our WhatsApp, and get back to our hand. You are given to our hands lot of power. As administrator part, I'm the principal. So, from the administrative point of view, I love this session so much because I could see how much our students could do, much more how much our teachers are empowered by you today. Our professors will be very happy because you made it easy for them to try. I too was trying in between one or two that you tried. But the screen is moving, and as the hairs fall, memory also come down. so I one or two step I missed in between. But I'm sure Dr. Binu Thomas will give us a recorded version of this beautiful session for us to go through it, relive it. You covered so much in 1 hour. I wrote some 4 pages so fast that I myself can't read it. It was too fast for me to write. And so I want to tell you, dear Dr. Ramesh Sharma ji, you are really a very mind-blowing person by giving such a wonderful, wonderful session. All of us enjoyed every bit of it. And the versatile way you interlinked your presentation with so many things in between, I was feeling very jealous actually. That very good, excellent presentation, sir. And for all our students and our staff and all the many colleges under Marian College Kuttikkanam, I'm always thanking the day in which Dr. Binu Thomas and team thought of Don Bosco College Golaghat. Until then, we were on a bullock cart like speed. Now we are like in the rocket launcher section. We are going much faster and moving at a very high pace, digitally, quality-wise. And today we are having in the afternoon another session on NAC criteria, criteria 1, meeting together. We are really galloping. And thank you so much for being part of us, giving us this wonderful experience and telling us how easy it is. Often the fear is the block is in the mind. Here you have come with such a free-flowing mind, telling us so many things, showing us so many things in tips. Beautiful. That's a very wonderful 1 hour. Too short for us, I would say. The time went so fast in a jiffy like that. And we see, when look at the clock, 1 hour is over. Thank you so much. I have no more words to say except wonderful appreciation for the way you are a powerful speaker. You so gently, so lovingly, you put forth ideas so convincingly, it becomes easy for us to understand without any defenses in our mindset. You removed all the possible blocks every education institution will put forward, or teachers will put forward, or students will put forward with the analytical techniques and telling very candidly everything can be known, how it can be known. And the students also, I believe, now got greater appreciation for model platform as well, and the techniques we employ and the things that we do. I don't want to go on saying thank you so much. It's a really wonderful. We are happy, Dr. Binu, that we are part of this team. Thank you so much. God bless you, dear Dr. Ramesh Sharmaji. And wherever you go, may success and illumination continue to accompany you. That audience listen to you may be as today transformed and become wonderful personalities of the future. Challenging the corporates, bringing technology and analytics into our system, that we become equal, benefit the same. Child is still crying. Thank you so much. God bless.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. See you.
I just remembered one thing. I started my career as IGNOU Regional Director in 1996, and my first posting was in Shillong. And there I know, because I had visited the Don Bosco School, wonderful building. I still remember that. So that is nice there. And God bless all of you. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Thank you.
And everybody take care. Stay safe. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, Jyotiji.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Yeah. So you can close the session now.
Yeah.